Hi, it's Susan Skeel from Railyard Fitness. I'm here to show you a good short body weight workout. We don't need any special equipment. I'm here in my kitchen, as you can see, and I just have a towel to soften some of the work on the back that we're going to do today. Most of it will be on our feet or on our hands and feet. So to get started, we'll do a warm-up. So just stand up. Put your hands behind your back, opening the shoulders. You can clasp the hands with the palms together. Roll the shoulders back, straighten the arms, top of head toward the ceiling. And with that nice wide collarbone, openness, and the top of the head toward the ceiling, we're just going to take a breath in and exhale down, lengthening the back of the neck. And as you raise the chin, open the jaw slightly to inhale. And come back down, lengthening the back of the neck. Good. Do that one more time. Hi, Riley. And back to center, and then side to side, keeping that wide shoulder position and that aligned spine, long spine, space between each vertebra, gliding through the side-to-side movement, not forcing anything, coming back to center, tilting the head and lengthening the area from the ear to the shoulder, breathing into it and letting go and letting that shoulder drop. Coming up and over, taking a breath in. Let the shoulder drop, lift the ear up, release the area from the ear down to the shoulder. Then come back up to center. And now we'll go side to side, rolling the head. Keep breathing. Good, and come back to center. And now unclasp the hands, shake out the arms. Got your feet under the hips. We're going to roll the shoulders. Really squeeze the shoulder blades as you come back. Really open the area between them as you come forward. Good, we'll go the other way. Forward again. Squeezing them together as you go back and then opening as they come forward. Good. You can shake it out here too. And then turn one arm so your pinky is facing forward. And let that lead you in a big arm circle. So we're always turning the hand as it comes down by the hip. Nice. Let's go the other way. So we're turning the hand by the hip, leading the thumb back. Good. Other side, leading back. With that pinky facing forward. Turning, coming back the other way. Nice. Shaking out. Coming into a scarecrow or cactus position, rotating the hands down and up. Just trying to keep the elbows high, so we're doing a gentle rotation through the shoulders, and now alternating, and you can get a little more movement now out of the chest and shoulder. Allow that shoulder to come forward and internally rotate a little bit. Good. And shake that. Nice, so we're going to take a little wider stance. Extend the spine with the tailbone back and come all the way down and then round the tailbone under, coming up through the spine to the head. And again, lead with the tail, lengthening the spine, roll up, ending with the head. And again, inhaling as you extend, exhaling as you roll up. Good. Bring the feet hip width apart again. We'll go chest forward, chest back. From the side, that looks like this. Couple more times, finding that mobility through the thoracic spine, the mid-spine. We're going to go side to side, so imagine your belly button moving across the top of your pelvis. So this is lateral flexion and extension of the thoracic spine. Good. Back to center. Soften the knees. You can bring the feet hip width apart again, and bring the pelvis forward and back, forward and back. Lengthening the lumbar spine as you go back, contracting and flexing the lower spine from the tailbone as you come forward. Extend, flex, extend, flex, and now side to side. Lumbar spine and pelvis, mobilizing. Good. Now we're going to take a big circle with the hips around. So the pelvis is just riding over the tops of the femurs. Big circle will go the other way. Nice breath as you do these exercises, and coming back to center, standing on one foot, balancing. We're going to just paddle the other hip joint open with a loose lower leg and loose femur in the socket here. Good. Down, and then bring that out, back in. Turn it slightly in as it comes back. That way you're getting the full range of motion through this hip. One more. Nice. And now we're on the other side, paddling that hip joint loose in the socket. That femur back and forth in the hip socket. Down and then out and in. You can imagine a little lift in the pelvic floor as you raise that leg. Good. Down to the knees. So here we have feet together. These are very small circles in opposite directions at first. You can put your hands above your knees. Imagine drawing around the outside of the feet with the knees. Good, go the other way. Opposite again. Small circles, gentle. Good. Now both knees in the same direction. We'll go the other way. Good. And now big circles with the ankle joint. The biggest circle you can make with your big toe. We'll reverse it. Think about your little toe making a big circle as you go this direction. Bring the foot down by your other foot and raise your heel, and now roll the heel. Stretching the top of the foot behind you. It's a little hard with shoes on, but you can still get something out of it, or you can take your shoes off. You can turn now the foot in. You can feel this even with shoes on. Stretch the side top of the ankle with a little pulse here. Good. Shake out both legs And just standing on that foot that you've just exercised, feel how it might be different from the other foot. Maybe more open, more sensitive. Let's go to the other side, rolling the ankle joint. Biggest circle that you can make with your big toe. And reversing it, circling big with the little toe. Nice. Put your ball of your foot down by your other foot. Roll the heel. Other way. Stretching the top of the foot behind you. Turning it in. So you've got that internal rotation all the way from the foot up to the hip and the side ankle, top of the foot areas getting stretched right around the ankle bone. Good. And put that foot down. Feet hip width apart. Bring your arms out in front of you. Make fists. Bring your fists together to your chest. Open your biceps to the ceiling. This is an elbow mobility exercise. We're going to make a circle. Come toward yourself. Open your fists. Back. From the side, it looks like this. So you're making a flat circle with your forearms, and your elbows are the pivot point. We're going to go the other direction. Here we go. Arms out and turn and come back to arms out. Turn the hands, now circle the forearms. Good. We're going to unfold the hands with the sides of the hands together. Unfold the arms, and then we'll go back the other way with the backs of the hands together, sides of the hands, backs of the hands, sides of the hands. Good. Clasp the hands and roll the wrists. A nice full range of motion here. Reverse that. And now try it with the other thumb in front, so reclasp and roll again. Reverse. Good. Shake it out. That's a joint mobility workout that you can do in front of any strength or cardio workout, or just by itself to keep your joints healthy. It's great to do every day. And now we're going to move on to some high intensity intervals using body weight exercise. We'll start with just some body weight squats to get a little bit more full body muscular warm up. Here we go. We'll come all the way up to the toes. We'll do 10 like that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And now come into a lunge position. We'll do lunge twist. I'm going to show you from the front and then from the side. Put your opposite hand down. You're going to bring your same side elbow as the knee that's up front in. And then bring your hand out all the way up toward the ceiling. You're going to look at it. So the thumb's pointing back. The arm is internally rotating. Here we go. We'll do 4. 2, 3, 4. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. In case you didn't get that from the side, it looks like this. On this side, your opposite hand is down. The other arm's coming in, sweeping out like that. Okay, good. Now let's start our Tabata intervals. This is 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. Our first move is going to be a one-legged jump, like this. You're going to reach your leg back, touch the floor, come up in a one-legged jump. From the front, it looks like this. So you're hopping on that same standing leg, and the other one is just floating up, scooping up. The other side looks like this. So, to start the interval, it's going to be 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going to do one side, rest, and then the other side. So, getting started in 10 seconds, we'll begin with the right leg going back, jumping on the left. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Rest for 10. Rest for 10. And here we go. Other side, starting. Five more seconds. Good. Rest. Now we're going to move on to cross squat punch. And we'll just do this with me. Squat down, punch. Squat down, punch. Good, rest. We're going to repeat that. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. This is a rotational movement of the leg, the hip, powering that punch. 5 more seconds. Good. Nice job. All right, next is high knees. Just going to bring your knees up like this. And here we go. If you want to do low impact, you're here. Otherwise, here. And rest. We'll repeat that. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Rest. Burpees are next. I'll show you 2 versions. 3, 2, 1. Here's the first one. Back into plank. Up. With the low impact. Hope you can see this from the front. We're all going together now here. Part of our 20 seconds. Good. Rest, we're going to repeat that. 3, 2, 1, burpees. more seconds. Sorry. Good. Now we're going to do 40 seconds of bicycles, so grab your mat or your towel. And here we go. Looks like this. Lower back press down. Extend the heel. Alternate elbow to opposite knee. Lower back is down on the ground. You can support the back of your skull so you're not clenching your neck. Try to have a nice long neck, not too flexed with the chin down either. 10 seconds. Good, rest. Nice. So we have a fuller rest here for 1 whole minute, so you can get some water, recover. I'll be right back with more. Hi, so next we're going to do 30 seconds of work followed by 15 seconds of rest. We'll begin with frogs, which look like this. Again, if you want low impact, just up to the toes. All right, 30 seconds of frogs starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Jump all the way from the ground, open the chest as you come up. That's it. Keep it up. We're almost there, 10 more seconds. 5. Yay, rest. 15 seconds, shake it out. Mountain climbers are next. And here we go. Shoulders over wrists. Keep going, 5 seconds. Resting for 15, shake it out, good job. Squat jacks are next, they go like this. Low impact, 1 leg at a time. 3, 2, 1. You're halfway there. Good, rest. Shake it out. Crossbody mountain climber is the last one of this round. 7 seconds. Means you bring your knee to your opposite elbow. Here we go. I'll show you from the side, in case you're not getting that. Seven seconds. And good. Nice work. 40 seconds of bicycle coming up. Get your mat or your towel ready. And here we go. We're halfway there. I'm showing you from different angles. Good. Oh, that was just half a minute. Oh no, back for 10 seconds. And good. Nice job. All right, resting. Rest for 1 minute, grab some water. So the way you can do the rest is just pause the video for the minute, because I'm not building that minute into my video, obviously. So we're going to do some progressions with body weight, starting with mountain climber progressions, and I just mean different variations, basically, from easier to harder. And 15 seconds per variation with no rest between the variations, and then a rest after 3 variations. So starting with mountain climber, we're going to do regular mountain climbers that we did in the beginning, then the crossbody that we just did, and then a 1, 2, 3 hold version. And that's just, sorry, my video stopped. So that's just a 1, 2, 3 hold with the feet. 1, 2, 3 hold. So getting ready with our regular mountain climbers for 15 seconds in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, regular. And you could do a slower pace if that works better for you. If you're new to this, if you need more rest, just plank too is a possibility. Here we go, crossbody. Coming up to the 1, 2, 3 holds. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, hold. 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hold. Excellent job. So resting now for half a minute. Our next progressions are going to be frogs. I'll show you that while we're resting. First one is a static frog, so you're just coming up to your toes. You can stay with this one the whole way if you want low impact. Our second one is a jumping frog. The third variation is a moving frog, forward and back. All right, so we're going to start, get a little extra rest here. We're going to start in 5 seconds with just the static frog, the first one. Here we go. Good, moving on to the jumping frog. And now, moving forward. Move back, move forward, move back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back and rest. Very good. Excellent. Shake it out, half minute of rest. And these rests I'm obviously building into the video, so you just keep it on. Next we've got burpees of different kinds. And starting with a little floor burpee, which is like a plank with a crouch in it, like this. All right, and the important thing is not to keep lifting your butt up. Let's start this one in 5 seconds. So really use your abs. Here we go. Come out to a nice plank every time. Good. Regular burpees. Again, if you want to do low impact, you're standing out, walking back, alternate which leg goes back and which goes forward each time. All right, burpees with a push-up. Last one. Good. Nice work. Resting, half a minute. Then we'll do our 40 seconds of bicycle. Coming up soon. In 5 seconds, bicycle. Here we go. Seconds. Good. All right, check it out. 1 minute rest. So you have about a half a minute of that rest left, and I'm going to show you what comes next. We're going to end with some more Tabata intervals. That's the 20 seconds on, 10 off. We're going to start those with Oompa Loompa is a thing I made up. It goes like this. Oompa Loompa. So it's a high knee to the side with a hold. 1, 2, 3, hold. So we'll start with 20 seconds of that, 10 seconds rest, repeat. Then we've got alligators, which look like this. So you're in plank, in a low plank, you're bringing your knee up toward your elbow, you're looking towards your knee. So you're really getting the work in the obliques and not letting the hips go side to side so much as the torso bend. I guess I'm using up our rest to demonstrate, but that's okay. So I'll show you from the front so you can really get the head motion of the alligator, because it's an important part of doing the exercise for full benefit. So we'll do that for 20 seconds twice through. Then we're going to do some 180 jumps. If that's too much, you can just stay in your squat. Or if you want to practice turning, you can turn from the squat. Called a duck walk if you're walking with it. You can call it a duck turn. So the last one we're going to do is bear crawl, which is in this horizontal shin position. So bear crawl forward and back. It wasn't a great demonstration because I'm trying to stay within the frame of the video, but I'll show you more when we get to actually doing it. Okay, so I'm going to give myself 10 seconds here, and then we'll start with our Oompa Loompas for 20 seconds. Are you ready? Here we go. You're over halfway. 5 seconds. Good, rest. Shake it out. We can do that again. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest. All right, I've got alligators twice through, 20 seconds per with a 10-second rest. And here we go. Three, 2, 1. Good. Another time. Starting. 3, 2, 1. Alligators. Good. Rest. Got your 180s or your duck turns. Start at 5. Here we go. I like to keep changing my turn direction so I don't get dizzy. Good, rest. We'll do that again. Stay with it, you're doing great. Ready, here we go. Great, and one more round to go. We've got our bear crawls. We're gonna do 20 seconds forward and back, rest for 10, 20 seconds forward and back, rest for 10, and then do 40 seconds of bicycle once again, and then we'll stretch. Here we go in 5 seconds with bear crawling forward and back. Lead with the fingertips as you come forward, opposite leg comes forward, you go back, lead with the toes, opposite hand follows. Good. And rest. We'll repeat that. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You're halfway there. And now, a little rest, and then bicycles. Get your towel or your mat to soften the floor for the lower back. And extend the legs, alternating lower back to the floor. Support your head. I like to hold the occipital bones with my hands to make sure I remind myself to lengthen the neck and not crunch and not clench the neck. You can also soften the front of the throat, the eyes. You're doing great. Just 15 more seconds. chest. All right. Nice work, everybody. We'll do some stretching. So a little bit of gentle twist. Allow the heel to come off the floor. Imagine the twist starting from the tailbone and sequencing up the spine to land in the top of the head. Imagine the spine getting taller as you spin. Good. Now just bring the feet hip-width apart, an arm across the front. Unshrug your shoulders and stretch through the front of the deltoid and breathe into the shoulder blade area. Release. Other side. Gentle stretch, dropping the shoulder, lengthening the neck. Breathe into the shoulder blade. Release. Good job. Now coming into a downward facing dog. I think I'm going to turn my camera here. And my floor is a little slippery, so here's maybe to reach the hips back, drop the head, open the shoulders. Press the heels down toward the floor, into the floor. Really release that neck. Take a big breath, widening the shoulders, and breathe into the collarbones. The tips of the lungs are up there, all the way by the collarbones. Breathe all the way into them. As you exhale, reach the side body long. Both sides long. Release the head. Good. Coming over the tops of the feet into upward dog, supporting yourself on the legs so they're still off the floor and engaged. Open the shoulders. Come back to child's pose. Rest the forehead. Breathe. Try to sink the hips back as you stretch the arms long. Walk the hands over to the right, stretching through the ribs and the lat. I don't know if you can see me. Walk them over to the other side. Stretch through the ribs and the lat. Good. I think it's a little hard to see with this angle. I'm going to go back to this one. Okay. Let's just do a standing thigh stretch here. Runner's stretch. Try to bring the knee parallel with the other knee, so we're not out to the side here. Breathing, and the other side. I'm going to show you another of my favorite thigh stretches. If you've been in my classes, you know this one. You're in a long lunge, so there's quite a good distance between your knee and your heel. Lunge forward. Support yourself with the opposite hand to the front foot. Bend your knee. And bring your foot to your butt. So notice I'm not on the kneecap, I'm on the quad here, so there's no pressure on the knee. Breathe. Switch legs. Breathing. pad under your knee for this one. We'll do a psoas stretch, again from a lunge position. So you're tucking the pelvis here. Bring that tucked pelvis toward your front leg. When you really have a feeling of openness here, not too much, not so that it's hurting, not straining, but just stretching and opening softly. Then bring the torso into it, so you follow the line of that openness up into the upper body and reaching back, breathing. Good, and then come down to a hamstring stretch from here. So you're going to sit back, going to open the ball of the front foot, but relax the Achilles heel so it's not hardening, but open through the ball of the foot. The hamstring moving down, long spine over. Gentle stretch, shoulders back, breathing. If that's too much for you, stay here. If that's too much, bend the leg and try a long spine over. Other side. Psoas stretch. Wide lunge position, in other words, long. Tuck the pelvis, bring it forward till you get that opening through the hip flexors. Follow the line of the opening up into the torso and bring it up and back. Breathing. Good. Down into the hamstring stretch. Relax the Achilles heel, but open the ball of the foot. Have a long spine coming forward, the hamstring moving down as your spine lengthens over the leg. Breathing, breathing. Good. And a hip stretch. Let's do pigeon if you can. So that's where you want your front leg bent like this in front of you. If this is enough, stay here. Try to square the hips so that this hip is not way up here. But if you can, being careful of the knee in the front, just bring the hip down toward the floor. Breathe if you want more. Come to the elbows. Think about the hips as wide. Breathe into the belly, into the lower back here. Grounding both hips down. And if you want more, come all the way down. Big breath through the belly. Coming up, switching sides. Back. Other leg front, down. Again, think about both hips being even so that right hip now is coming toward the floor. Come down if you want more. Breathe through the belly wherever you are with this. Through the lower back. And if you want more, all the way down over. Breathing. Widening the pelvis with your breath. Good. Come back up. If that stretch is too difficult for your current level of mobility, there's a nice one that I like to call the pretzel 4. Where you cross one foot over the other with your knee wide. Try, without bringing your back off the floor, try to reach through the center of the 4 and pull your knee towards your same side shoulder, gently opening your other knee with your elbow. Breathe into it. Try to keep the spine down on the floor as you pull the leg toward you. And move that other knee out with your elbow. Breathe and release. And switch sides. Breathing. Release. Roll over, push yourself up. And we'll just do a little side stretch. Got pebbles on my floor from my shoes. All right, come up, grab a wrist, feet are hip width apart. Up, and try to do a true side stretch so you're not forward or back or side, you're really side. Push your feet into the floor. And come up, and other side, up and over. Press your feet into the floor. Try to find that true side. Good, press up. Release. And now breathe in. Drop it. Breathe in. Drop it. Breathe in. That's it for today. I'll be back with more. Always different. Hopefully always fun. If challenging. I hope it is for you. Have a great day. See you soon.